A monkey eats a rotten fermented fruit off the ground, gets completely wasted, and falls out of the tree. That's the origin of civilization. By the way, 10 million years ago, our ancestors couldn't even handle their booze. The ethanol would basically poison them flat on the spot. Then, one random mutation, one busted little enzyme called AD4, suddenly let them digest alcohol 40 times better, because the fruit on the ground was rotting, fermenting, basically turning into wine, and somebody had to eat it. So evolution picked the apes who could get drunk and not die, and those apes were us. Congratulations everyone, we are literally descended from the ones who could tolerate their liquor, which honestly explains a hell of a lot. Fast forward a few million years, humans show up, and the very first thing they figure out is fermentation. Not the wheel, not writing, fermentation, turning perfectly good fruit into something that makes you stupid. 9,000 years ago in China, a village called Jiahu is already brewing rice, honey, and hawthorn into hooch. It's the oldest booze we've ever found, and these people had it before they had basically anything else. Meanwhile, over at Göbekli Tepe, they're carving giant stone pillars and chugging beer out of stone vats. And here's the kicker, some archaeologists think we invented farming, not for bread, but for beer. That's right, we might have settled down, planted grain, built whole cities, just to keep the drinks flowing. Civilization, the entire thing, possibly just a side effect of wanting to get hammered on a Tuesday. The Sumerians loved it so much they had an actual goddess of beer, Ninkasi, with her own hymn. And the hymn was secretly a recipe, because nobody could write yet, so they just sang the instructions instead. They drank beer through red straws out of one shared pot, like ancient Mesopotamian frat boys. Over in Egypt, they paid the pyramid workers in beer, like actual currency, a few liters every single day. So the greatest monuments in human history were built by guys earning a daily salary of straight-up booze. And nobody thought this was weird, because the water was filthy and at least the beer wouldn't kill you. That's the dirty secret. For thousands of years, booze was honestly safer to drink than the damn water. Brewing boiled the water and the alcohol killed the bugs. So getting drunk was basically early healthcare. The Babylonians wrote laws about it, fixed the beer prices, and would drown shady bartenders right in the river. They had a god, a goddess, a hymn, laws, and even a death penalty, all for the love of beer. The Greeks switched to wine and decided being drunk was a religious experience, so they made a god for that too. Dionysus, god of wine and losing your whole mind, worshipped by tearing things apart in the woods. Naturally, every single ancient civilization, completely independently, looked at fruit and grain and thought, let's ferment it. Nobody taught each other. They all just separately arrived at the same idea. Life is better, slightly drunk. So when people ask when humans started drinking, the answer is, basically, before we were even human. We climbed down from the trees already buzzed, and we have been chasing that exact feeling ever since. Maybe the whole thing, agriculture, cities, gods, laws, all of it was just one long excuse to keep drinking. We didn't build civilization and then invent the bar. We built the bar, and the civilization came with it. So next time you raise a glass, remember a wasted monkey falling out of a tree 10 million years ago. He started something, and honestly, 10 million years later, we still haven't quite figured out how to stop.